Hey guys, welcome to another video on finance tips and strategies. We're going to be looking at Donald Trump versus the Feds and what's going on with interest rates and inflation. Now, the US economy is caught up in a tug of war between President Donald Trump, who wants to lower interest rates to boost spending and growth, and the Federal Reserve, which is the Feds, which is currently refusing to cut rates. So Donald Trump, he wants to cut rates, he wants to lower the interest rates, and the Feds are flat out refusing to lower interest rates. Why this matters? Trump wants the Fed to lower interest rates so that people and businesses borrow and spend more. When the interest rates are lowered, then people will want to take out loans and they would be encouraged to spend more. Now, in doing that, it could stimulate the economy, lift the stock market, and make him look good politically. But the Fed is holding off because inflation is still too high, and cutting rates now would encourage more spending, which could cause prices to rise even faster. And that is something the Feds are trying to avoid. So we see where the tug and war is between Donald Trump and the Feds. Now let's take a look at the backstory. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Fed and the US government worked together to keep the economy from crashing. The Fed responded by printing trillions of dollars out of thin air, buying government bonds from banks, which gave banks more money to lend, cutting interest rates to near zero to make borrowing cheap. Meanwhile, Congress sent out stimulus checks, enhanced employment benefits, and PP loans to keep families and small businesses afloat. These emergency actions worked at first. They helped prevent a deep recession and pushed back the stock market to record highs. But there was a downside. Too much money flooded the economy, and with global supply chains already strained, this led to sky-high inflation in 2022 and 2023. These were the worst in over 40 years. What the Fed is doing now? To fix this, the Fed is trying to slow the economy down by raising interest rates. And this is where Donald Trump have a problem. This is called quantitative tightening, and it pulls money out of the financial system. These moves are designed to cool off inflation, but they also make it harder for people to buy homes, start businesses, or pay off debt. So this move, it does not help everyone. It's not like one fits all, because everybody's situation is way different. Now let's look at the conflict, because Donald Trump is also having a problem with these moves. Trump is saying lower rates now to boost the economy, create jobs, and grow faster, which is not a bad idea. But the Feds are fighting back. They're saying not yet. Inflation is still too high. If we cut rates too soon, prices could spiral out of control again. And behind the scene, a lot is going on. Trump has reportedly talked about firing Jerome Powell, who is the chair of the Federal Reserve of the United States, if elected again, replacing him with someone more willing to lower rates aggressively. This is raising concerns about the independence of the Fed, which is supposed to make decisions based on economic data and not politics. But that's Donald Trump. If you don't see it Donald Trump way, or if you don't go along with Donald Trump, there is gonna be some action on Donald Trump's part. Anybody who goes against Donald Trump, they can watch their back. And this is what's happening right here. Because the Feds, they are not embracing Donald Trump's idea to cut the rates immediately. And because of that, Trump is talking about firing Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve of the United States. Now, what this means for you, it means higher interest rates, more expensive loans on credit cards, mortgages, auto loans, business financing. That leads to less spending, especially on big ticket items like homes and cars. It also means slower spending. Businesses makes less money, which lead to fewer jobs or smaller raises. As far as the stock market is concerned, stock markets may stay volatile because investors expect slower growth. If the Fed keeps rates too high for too long, it could also trigger a recession. In short, Trump wants to speed up the economy while the Fed is trying to slow it down to bring inflation under control. It's a delicate balance, and one that could impact your wallet. It could impact your job and the future of the US economy. Guys, if you have anything that you can add to what I've just said, please do so in the comment section below, so that the person who is watching this video can also benefit from your input. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the thumbs up button to leave us a like. Be on the lookout for more videos like this, but until then, stay safe.